Hey there! Welcome back to today's episode following the Meier family. We're going to get through these toddler years, which, with triplets and the fact that they were not planning on having children when they did, should be interesting. Alright, yep, put that one down. Then let's feed Jeff. Look at you, finally enjoying something your kid did. So this popped up, and at that point in time had no idea Delia was even pregnant. I didn't capture it on camera, but she did have an ectopic pregnancy and it had to be terminated. So, yep, Murphy being a gross dog and playing in the pee. Yep. Some actual sweet moments with his infant, Landon. Finally, before they had a birthday, he stopped crying every time he had to hold one of them. Neither of them have gotten better about cleaning up diapers autonomously, though. And then Delia came home from work to find two of the babies and her puppy dog all passed out together in the middle of the room. And the other one wandering the house, needing to get put in bed.
Oh, yibs. Oh, Brappy. Show me
Very pleased with herself and her cooking. Landon working on more tummy time. And pulled himself up. The goal was to hit all the milestones, but we ended up not doing that. It was just too much with so many. And then Delia and Ayaan took to going to the gym so that the kids could go to the daycare center and they could have some time just to focus on themselves and their needs without having to take care of all the infants. She ran into her aunt, Alondra, did some work building up her charisma skill, trying to get that next promotion. And then ready to go to the gym. Little did she know that this sim here would spell trouble. She joined the group, and Ayaan apparently found her to be the most attractive sim he has ever seen. And then, of course, Delia over here, being human, having to switch which treadmill she's on so that she could actually focus on her run. Finding out that her aunt has a deadly disease, which no one in the family had been talking about, but they also might not know yet. She might have been the first one to discover this. Ayaan getting her stuck in his head. And this is her information. She's married, finds us immature, but he still decided to invite her to go out with his friends. We've also discovered that she is dying of a terminal illness, hanging out with our little sister, while our mom stands on the porch watching. Considering how much he doesn't get along with kids or enjoy having them, he does really well with all his younger siblings. So very quickly he realized they didn't really have much in common. It was just a physical attraction. And he was ready to go back home and try to make amends with Delia for having a wandering eye. Even with being in a poor mood due to working and everything that had happened, she was able to forgive him easily. And then it came time to prepare for the infants to age up into toddlers. So definitely making a cake, having some coffee to make sure you have plenty of energy to handle it. And it's time for Landon to get to be a toddler. The other two somehow got stuck in the hallway, so went out there to age them up. Once everyone was a toddler, they got to have a nice slice of hamburger cake and enjoy family moment. All of them asleep, except for Landon, who's now taking advantage of his ability to walk and wandering the house. All of the kids adore Murphy. If they have nothing else to do, they will autonomously hug and play and watch him nonstop. These two were finally starting to get their groove back, reconnect with one another. Just making a mess, and Delia, rather than actually dealing with or parenting it, just leaving it for the maid to handle. And then all of the triplets get along with each other really well. None of them have had negative interactions autonomously. They're constantly babbling and hugging. They play together, which is very different from Delia's trip. More Murphy attention. It really was non-stop love on this dog. And then Ayaan parenting and teaching Landon from the get-go, hopefully, how to be a good person. And choosing to play with him. They're just completely ignoring the chaos that he's creating in their closet. Delia enjoying some story time with Billy and Landon, potty training Landon so that he can handle that himself, reading him to bed, Murphy hanging out, the boys playing with the puppy dog. And then both Jeff and Landon being like, what is he doing? Murphy became an elder puppy, so hopefully the kids get to spend more time with him. So Chance over in Desiree's house has grown up into a teenager along with his brother Darnell. So before we went to visit them, I checked out the family. Kellen is still a toddler, but we're about to see that little Zamina is also a toddler now. And they went and had another baby I had no idea about, Manuel. He's adorable. And adopted a cat named Chubbs. So Delia took the triplets to spend a Sunday at her mom's house. Apparently everyone is now aware that Alondra is sick. And then she passed away in front of everybody and disappeared. Delia decided to take out her sadness on painting, while Landon is starting to really get along with his, I guess, his aunt Zamina. Because, yeah, she is his mom's sister, even though they're the same age. There's so much family love recently. You would forget that Delia's own brother and sister were not very loving with one another. And then, of course, her mom, Desirae, introducing her to the newest baby brother, Manuel. All the kids running around the house, exchanging friendship bracelets, getting home, and just stinky. These two being all lovey-dovey. She went and bought a new outfit. All of them hanging out together in the boys' room. Landon reading his first book to himself. Finding out that her mom is pregnant again. And while Ayaan was over there visiting, being sweet and wanting to see her husband, helping Landon with blocks and shapes, playing chess with Ayaan's sister, who has aged up into a teenager. She apparently had an adult dream about this guy, who I don't even know that we've really met other than in passing. He's getting hit up by some woman who we haven't really interacted with. Grandma came over and handled bath time. And then it is now Harvest Fest and the triplets' birthday all together. So she's preparing cakes and cookies and a big meal. And we definitely left it up to her because she has level 10 cooking and enjoys it. Ayaan is not quite as adept in the kitchen. Her dad always makes a beeline to visit with her when he comes over. She called everyone to dinner. We tried to include as many of the parents, aunts, uncles, and their children as we could. But I'm realizing that we completely left Ayaan's family out. This is all Delia's side. His mom isn't here. None of his siblings are here. It's fine. Ever since his dad died, I don't think they've been as close. Everyone eating at the table. So we'll get to see Landon blow out the candles and have a good birthday. Yay, Landon! Blow out the candles! This is how he grew up to be for a child. And then we have Jeff as a child. And Billy. So that's the current status for the Mahajan family. They are embarking on childhood, about to start school. Hopefully they have a little bit more time with their family pet and we don't have to endure that loss right away. We have had to say goodbye to one of our aunts. We've said hello to many, many children in Delia's mom's household, and we're about to even see more because she keeps having them. So looking forward to next time.